All right, all right, all right. Got to get this correct. So give me a second while I get this correct for you guys. All right, all right. Down my. Let's see. Hold on. All right. So had some technical difficulties right there. Trying to get this adjusted. Give me a second. All right. So welcome to what I feel like we should be in Chicago, the Windy City. It is quite windy here in Philadelphia. It is not freezing cold, but it is a little cool, especially with all the wind going on. And gonna do my usual pregame question and answer with you guys. Got a lot of stories to share, but I'm a little bit behind schedule because my Lyft driver didn't quite know where this place was behind me. And as I put in the address from the hotel to Lincoln Financial Field, next time you come to Philadelphia, be aware that I guess there are two Lincoln Financial Fields, and they might take you to the wrong one. So, good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. After this report, I'm going to go in and find my way to the press box to get some food. I am indeed hungry, and find out where I'm going. What's up, Thomas? What's up, the live speaker, Shaq Bar, and everybody else? So let's Shaq Bar and everybody else. So let's first see if I can get this to work. Go through the inactives for today's game with the Eagles and the Carolina Panthers. So Carolina Panthers inactives for today would be guard Brendan Mahoon, guard Amini Satulale, defensive end Marquise Haynes, Brian Cox Jr., Thank you, Angela. And no surprise, running back Cameron Artis Payne is inactive. I mean, heck, if CJ Anderson's not getting many carries, why on the earth are you going to use Cameron Artis Payne for a roster spot? Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. And linebacker Andre Smith, cornerback Corn Elder. Man, it's getting cold out here with the wind. They are all listed as inactive for today. So for as long as I can bear this wind and cold, I try to do this broadcast for about 15 minutes. I want to take your question. So will Samuel get more snaps today? He should definitely get more snaps. And my son's calling me, so let me get him off the screen so I can properly hear you guys. But Curtis Samuel, coaches did talk about Curtis Samuel. Man, I wish I could show you guys. Like, I'm trying to hide in the corner so much wind isn't hitting me, but I don't think I did a good job. But Curtis Samuel is set to get more snaps today. I think we should finally start, at least I'm going to hope that we're going to start to see North Turner learn how to balance all the weapons that he has, including Curtis Samuel, including DJ Moore. I see there a comment about DJ Moore, no fumbles. I really think, last week was one of those things that just an anomaly for DJ Moore. Oh, I told you it's windy out here. Jeez. I'm going to have to find another spot, perhaps, man. But let me see if I can find another spot right here. Let's see. If I go to right here. There we go. It's a little bit crooked, but we got a better spot here. Hopefully a better spot, maybe not a better spot. So it's about in the 50s with this wind blowing. It's probably about in the 40s. Got one glove on. But let's go back to what I was talking about. DJ Moore, I think his fumbles last week were just an anomaly for him as a rookie, just a problem that he had to go through. One of those fumbles was caused by the famous peanut punch that Josh Norman no doubt learned while he was playing with Peanut in Carolina. So I think we're over that for DJ Moore. Certainly don't think it's something that's in his head. He's beyond it. What other questions you guys have? I know I'm hoping that C.J. Anderson is definitely going to get some more carries today. I mean, this guy has about 40 carries through the first, what are we at, 5 games? And he's a very capable running back, so it makes no sense for him to only get one snap. I'm hoping my stuff is not going to fly over here. But also on the defensive side, we're definitely not understanding the – man, I'm not understanding that either. And I may have to cut this a little short because my gloves are not doing too well for me as I try to do this broadcast. And in case I do cut it short, the wind just stopped for a second. Please join me on Twitter because I'll get in the press box and I'll do a lot better job of being warm and talking to you guys and continue to answer some questions for you there. But one thing I do want to see is the defense. Do you guys think the defense is going to get some more sacks today? We haven't had many at all this season. I think it'll be good for guys like Julius Peppers, Mario Addison, and even Efe Abada to get back in there and get some sacks for us to get this team going. You know, I've never been to a Philly game. I know the Philly fans are pretty rowdy. And do you think we can blitz their quarterback? I've never been to a Philly game. I know the Philly fans are pretty rowdy. So I would imagine that if we don't, get ahead and get some good sacks to get this crowd quiet, that it could be a tough matchup. And in terms of our defense, I'm pretty sure Eric Washington is feeling the pressure. I don't feel like his job's going to be in jeopardy. One thing about the defense that I feel that we need to keep in mind, and the wind is dying down, thank goodness, is that we're on our third defensive coordinator in 3 years. And I feel like some of that is just, the system catching up with the turnover and identities needing to be found. So I have no idea why my shit continues to drop and my app closes, but I think we need to just be mindful of the turnover 3 years, 3 defensive coordinators, and be optimistic that Eric Washington is going to continue to get some improvement. I saw a Dante Jackson Bradbury question, so if you guys don't mind submitting that once again. I am cold. I'm waiting for that question to come through. I think I'm going to put a jacket over this jacket. All right, question. I'm going to give you about 30 more seconds to bring that question back or any other questions that you guys have. And due to the extreme wind and cold that I'm not quite used to, I'm going to go inside. And again, be sure to follow me on Twitter. During the game, you'll see lots of updates and take your questions from you guys there. And we should blitz more because I trust Jackson and Bradbury coverage. I agree. Those guys have been pretty solid, especially Dante Jackson. You could really afford to leave that guy on an island as quick as he is, and he's been playing some darn good football, getting some interceptions as well. I don't know about Eric Reed back there at safety. When I say I don't know about him in terms of I don't know how good he is right now, but I feel like he's been solid in the past, and he's a safety that you could trust the team doing a lot of blitzes on in terms of, to accompany Bradbury and Dante Jackson that's back there in the backfield. All right, I am officially frozen. Thank you guys for watching, and if you're watching the replay, thank you for watching the replay. After the game, I'm going to go into the locker room, get some interviews. So, again, follow me on Twitter because I'll be taking your questions, specific players to be asked at the end of the game. So, Chris Jenkins live from Lincoln Financial Field in a very, very cold, windy city like Philadelphia.